to Thursday Night Stamp Therapy. I am so excited that you are joining me. I got some sneak peeks to share with you. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about brand new product. Tonight I'm going to be sharing some projects using the online exclusives. We have some brand new online exclusives that are coming out next month in November, but demonstrators can pre-order right now. And so I was able to pre-order and I paid extra for 2-day shipping and my order arrived today. So this is brand new. Scrambling to figure things out right after dinner. Look at this gorgeous card I already made. Oh my gosh, you guys, you are going to love this designer paper. Now, like I said, this is online exclusives. And they are a product that is not appearing in any catalog. So if you're a demonstrator, you can order right now. If you're not a demonstrator yet, then you will be able to get these things next month starting November 7th. So these are some things that are again, not going to be in a catalog. It's kind of an in-between catalog releases. And so we've got this gorgeous Garden Meadow suite with the stamp set and dies, designer paper, some embellishments, and ribbon, and also this cute little Fluffiest Friends bundle. So adorable. Now, if you're not a demonstrator yet and you decide you want to take advantage and join during the October special, you can celebrate 35 years with Stampin' Up! And either get 35% off your starter kit or 35% more product in your starter kit. It is such an amazing deal. And if you decide to do this, you will be able to choose these new items in your starter kit. So just saying. One of my favorite perks of being a demonstrator is getting to get stuff early, being the first one to get it. And so I always love these pre-orders and these special opportunities. Yay, Janet! I'm so excited to have you back on the Julian Stampers team. Welcome back. Yes, Janice, this set makes me totally think of you. Now, the stamp set is gorgeous and the dies are pretty dynamic, but this star of the show, no doubt, is this designer paper. It is called Meandering Meadows, and it is a 6x6 designer paper. It is gorgeous, hand-painted artwork from our Stampin' Up! Product designers. Oh my gosh, I wish I had this kind of talent. I don't, so that's why I can enjoy these beautiful designer papers to create works of art. So there are 12 different double-sided designs in this paper, so I'm going to just go through them and flip them over. Most of them are just kind of a single, like a monochromatic color on one side, but some of them do have more of a design on the back side. They're just absolutely stunning, gorgeous pieces of artwork here. I would love to have an original of one of these in my stamp room. I think that would be so awesome. But to my knowledge, they do not do anything with those originals. Like I think they have them. I think they have them in the home office, but I think they're just like, some of them are displayed, but they don't like auction them or anything like that. I think that could be a really incredible fundraiser. Personally, I've shared that feedback and maybe someday, maybe someday they will. Oh my gosh. Is it not just gorgeous? I feel like this would be paper that I would just want to hoard because it is so beautiful. But that's not what designer paper is made for. Designer paper is made to be used. And so we're going to use some tonight and create a card with this new bundle. Now, because I did literally just receive this hours ago, I'm taking some inspiration from projects that I have seen in the background here on the flyer, and on the website there were a couple projects there as well. And so this project that we're going to make is kind of inspired by one of those projects. So I'm using a fresh freesia for the card base, a little 4 by 5 1/4 piece as a card front, same color. I die cut a piece of the designer paper, and this is using the die that comes in here. And so this die is kind of fun. If you can see, there is a solid line in the middle, and that's the die cut line, and then the other pieces are just sort of like texture. They don't cut all the way through. And so you can see we have that both on the inside and the outside of the die cut line. So here is where I cut from, and you can see that you have that stitching on the outside too. So if you used this piece instead of this piece, you'd still have that nice stitching. So beautiful. Must be the big game. I think I missed I missed a chat. Um, first chat. I think you're saying 1 pack to keep and 1 pack to chop, Sharon. That's a great idea. I love it. Yes, Alita, you have to stop hoarding your gorgeous paper. Okay, so I die cut that piece, and so now I want to use some stamp images, and so we have these beautiful garden stamp images that kind of remind me of like we had a really fun rain boot kind of thing in a paper pumpkin kit. And so these images kind of remind me a little bit of that. But we have dies that will die cut those images, and then some others. We've just some hills and some grass and some greenery, some detail to go on the fence. So lots of different options. We're going to do some stamping with the fence and some flowers, and we're going to die cut those. And of course, we're going to want to embellish with these new adhesive back dragonflies and birds that are part of this suite. They very much remind me of the brass butterflies. These seem to be a little bit lighter weight than the brass butterflies, but also nice and flat. I think these are going to be super popular, and I'm really excited about them. And then the ribbon that comes in this suite has a little pecan pie. Almost looks like crumb cake to me, though. It is a called Center Stripe ribbon, and really soft, kind of, I would say that is more of a vanilla, like a vanilla and pecan striped ribbon. So beautiful. Okay, so let's do some stamping. I was preparing a piece here to stamp with. We're going to use Memento black ink and color in with some Stampin' Blends. And as much as I tried to get this card ready, I don't have a finished sample. So we'll be making a few tweaks as we go along. That's how we do sometimes, isn't it? So we got our fence, we got our flower. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm going to color in with some Fresh Freesia and Granny Apple Green Stampin' Blends. And yeah, I hopefully they will order enough of this paper. But this paper, as part of the pre-order, I have heard that the items on the flyer for the online exclusives, Stampin' Up! Intends to like reorder and have in stock for a longer period of time. And so even if this does sell out a little bit, it still will come back. So if you aren't able to get it right away, do not worry. It definitely is going to come back. Now, if you have seen the flyer from Stampin' Up, you might notice there are some other images in some of their marketing and their graphics, and there is some sneak peeks as to some other items that are coming. But even as demonstrators, we don't have any access to see those items early. We're going to be surprised just like everybody else when those items are released on November 7th. Okay, so there's one stamp set in particular that I'm really excited about. It's a greeting stamp set, and it just looks so perfect. Kind of watercolor words and very sort of simple style, which if you know me, that is my style. So I can't wait to get that one. In fact, I was thinking I might include that one. I might just like announce ahead of time that I'm going to include that one in my 12 days of Christmas gift box. That is coming up. I won't be announcing all the details until really next month, early November. But if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know we have so much fun with that. 12 Days of Christmas. It is a gift box that has 12 individually wrapped gifts. And then I do a little video every day to share a project using the item that I unwrap that day. So it's kind of like an unboxing or a reveal and then a project. Now, gosh, I'm using the crumb cake, and the light crumb cake and the dark crumb cake are so different. It's like it's not even the same color. I'm just ending up going over the whole thing with the dark. Oh, well. I'm kind of sloppy too. Whoa. I hate coloring on camera. I just always feel this pressure. All right, we're going to do some die cutting. I brought Lucy out. She's my little mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. She's perfect for this little job. Now, if you don't have a mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine yet, or a big one, a mini one is perfect, kind of like a getting started die cutting set. And it fits most of the dies that we have in the catalog. That's why I say it's a good one to get started with. But either way, if you've been thinking about getting the big one or this little mini machine, a really great way to do that is to get it in the Demonstrator Starter Kit, because you get such a great deal on it. And the Demonstrator Starter Kit, it has no shipping. So whether you pay $99 for your starter kit or you pay, what is the option for 35% off works out to be like 64 something, 68 something. I think it's in the video description, but either way, there's free shipping on the starter kit. And so that is an 11% savings. And it's just a great opportunity to get a big purchase, a big tool like these machines. Ooh, all right. I die cut our fence here. Let's see, I think it goes like that. And then also some flowers, and we're going to add those onto our card. Oh my gosh. I have to tell you, maybe it's just me. I do kind of feel weird sometimes using images like this with the painting in the background. I just feel like it's out of place. Is it just me? These are the images that go with the suite. But I don't know. I guess now that I put it there, it's not so bad. I do kind of feel like we need a little bit of embossing on the back of this Fresh Freesia piece. And the one I'm thinking of is the painted texture. Let's see if I've got it in here. I keep my embossing folders in a canvas bag, and it's really handy to just grab the bag. This is the one I was thinking of because it kind of goes with the painting in the background. Another really pretty one I think would be the exposed brick, the brick wall one. This one, but I think with the purple, I think the brush strokes, I think that is going to be good. Okay. Now, this embossing folder is bigger. We do have some embossing folders that are smaller, but this one is bigger, and so I will need my big machine and our platform. And then I'm going to put the cardstock inside. We always go with the fold of the embossing folder in first. And then I'm using the specialty plate, the gray one. And this is made for the 3D embossing folders. Those are the ones that are extra thick. And there are instructions right there on your platform that will tell you. So using 3D embossing folders, they tell you which plates to use. So you don't have to guess. They tell you. There's our finished embossed piece. I think that's really pretty. And we're going to put that back down on the floor. Okay, one thing you might notice is this gorgeous glitter paper. Now, this is something that was a little sneaky. If you're a demonstrator, you are probably wondering, where did you get that? Because it's not on the flyer, but it is available to pre-order. And it will be available next month with the online exclusives. This is called the 3-color glimmer 12x12 paper. And as you can guess, it comes in 3 colors. We have this gorgeous Highland Heather, Petal Pink, and Pretty Peacock. Oh, now unlike the other glitter paper that we recently had, and this is currently available to everyone, This is the silver and gold adhesive back glitter paper. So this one has adhesive on the back, but these do not. So you can get this one in the online store right now. It comes with just one silver and one gold because it has the adhesive on the back. But this new one includes 2 of each sheet, and these are 12 by 12. So 2 of the Highland Heather, 2 of the petal pink, and 2 of the pretty peacock. Now, demonstrators, you can get this one right now. If you're not a demonstrator yet, you can get this in your starter kit right now. And I'm going to give you the item number. I'm also going to add it to the video description. So it is item number 162813. And like I said, it was initially left off of the pre-order list, but Stampin' Up! Posted an update today. Oopsie. And so, now they're adding that information to the store. Janet says, has anyone used the glow-in-the-dark paper? Oh my gosh, it is so fun. Janet, I got a swap card. I don't have it handy, but I got a swap card where they die cut a ghost with the glow-in-the-dark paper. Oh, it's so cool. And it really does glow in the dark. I found it, it was sticking out of my basket, and I had the lights off in my room, and I was like, what is that? And I realized it was that paper glowing from my basket. So it is so much fun, especially for Halloween, just to kind of add a fun little touch like that. But I'd love to hear if you have it, what you're using it for, and what you have been loving with it so far. Okay, our card is coming together. I have chosen the sentiment hello for this card, and I'm going to stamp it in black, and then I'm thinking I'm just going to stamp it on white. I mean, we got a lot of purple going on, so I think I'm just going to do it on white. Angela, a swap card. So as a demonstrator, one of my favorite things to do, I feel like I say those words a lot, one of my favorite things about being a demonstrator, but it's true. I love swapping cards with their demonstrators. So we do this a lot, especially when there's a new catalog that comes out, and we make a swap card. We make a bunch of them, like 10 or 20. And then we send it to either a swap host who swaps them out, or I like to swap, and we do this a lot in my group, my team. We do 1-for-1 swap. So you send me a card and I'll send you a card. And so we swap that way. And it's just so much fun to get Happy Meal. And we're just swapping ideas that we can use for our project displays, or, just for inspiration personally. All right, I'm going to get this piece back out and use my paper trimmer and cut a little piece for our hello. And sometimes I will stamp first and then cut. And if you're not sure what size to cut, that's always a good idea. I've been doing this for a while, and so I kind of have a good eyeball. And I cut my my width here to be 3/4 inches. 3/4 of an inch, and then sometimes I'll just take my scissors and just give it a cut and use that. So I have a little extra glitter here, and I think, oh my gosh, I think that's going to be awesome. So we're going to glue this together using some regular adhesive, some Stampin' Dimensionals, and then we're going to add a little bit of that, those birds, the birds and dragonflies, to finish off our card. All right, this is going to go on with some Stampin' Dimensionals. Got to add some dimension. And I just love how this kind of frames it out and tells a little story of a beautiful meadow. Now, my grandmother was a painter, and this kind of reminds me of stuff that she would do, except she was more of the seascapes. But if she ever did meadows, like her work would have been just like this, so gorgeous. I'm going to add this one on with Stampin' Dimensionals too. I try to limit my Stampin' Dimensional layers to just 2 layers per 2 layers per card. And so this next one I'm going to add on just with some regular adhesive. And This one is going to go on just below. I'll actually move this up. Gentle pressure. That's how we lift things up. And this is going to come down here. And that one's going to go on with Stampin' Dimensionals. So it's kind of hanging over the edge just a little bit. Oh my gosh. This paper, I am just loving it so, so much. Tell me what you think. If you haven't already, give this video a thumbs up if you love this Meandering Meadow designer paper. If you're a demonstrator, tell me, have you ordered it? Are you waiting? I don't know what you're waiting for. It's just so, so pretty. All right, we're going to add some embellishments. I hate to cover up the designer paper, so I really did leave a lot of that designer paper kind of open so you could see the beautiful background. And I'm going to use a couple of the birds. Now, these do have adhesive on the back. And so, oh... I love that. I'm only going to do 2. I know we always say 3s, but I kind of feel like the flowers, the third embellishment in the eye kind of comes down. So if you want to add 3 when you make yours at home, by all means. Oh, I'm sorry it takes so long to get up there, Liz. I know it's so hard sometimes to wait for things, and I just was putting in an order today for my Sweet Escape class, the garden walk, and I'm really excited about that, but I was worried about whether or not it would come in time, and so I think I'm gonna pay the extra. Now, if you haven't signed up yet, it's not too late. The garden walk Sweet Escape class is it's going to be so much fun. I'm going to get something. Do you guys want to see a little sneak peek? I ordered something special for this event. Okay. I ordered these cute little bags. It says, I just want to stay home and craft. And so all of the goodies that come in this package, I'm going to put them in this little bag. So it's just like a little something. I was ordering something else and I thought it would be so much fun. And so if you sign up for the Sweet Escape event, it's going to include some product. You're going to get the Garden Walk designer paper, a spool of the Calypso Coral braided trim, a package of the Blooming Pearls, a package of the mini envelopes, a card or a project kit to make 7 projects using all of that stuff. There's an option to add on the Modern Garden bundle, which has a punch. And if you add on the bundle to your event box, you'll get $10 off. It's going to be so much fun. So this is going to be a virtual event on Saturday, October 21st. But if you can't attend the live streams, you can watch later. And there's going to be tons of extra inspiration as well as PDF tutorials for you to download and be inspired. It's going to be so much fun. And I absolutely can't wait. So I hope that you'll join me. You can find all the information at tinyurl.com/gardenwalksweetescape. All right, our first card is done using this gorgeous garden. I guess, yeah, it is called Garden Meadow and Meandering Meadow designer paper. Oh, I just love this. I think I'm going to really enjoy using this designer paper, whether you're adding some stamped images or keeping it simple and just letting the designer paper be the star of the show. I think this is going to be a favorite for sure. All right, I'm going to put some things away super quick, and we're going to get out the pieces for our next project, which, as promised, is using some more new stuff. The Fluffiest Friends. Oh my gosh, you guys. 2 bundles that require coloring. What was I thinking? This one is just the cutest, though. If you love cute little critters, You're going to love this. This is a rubber, cling mount rubber stamp set. And I just realized when I was getting it out that it doesn't have any words. So you can mix and match with your favorite greeting set at home. But we do have some fluffy friends. And I relate because I'm feeling a little fluffy. To a very round, just like these guys. We've got a bear with a honey pot, a cat with a flower pot, little hamster with a balloon, a beaver with a heart, a little bird, a nest, and a bunny with a cupcake. Oh my gosh, I love them. I just noticed though, many of them have their eyes closed, and I feel like I just want to add in little eyeballs and wake them up. We're going to use the bear to make a card today. And again, I was inspired by a sample that I saw in the Stampin' Up! Marketing materials. And so we are going to case that and create our little card. Using Pool Party for the card base, I have a piece of Pool Party that is 4 inches by 5 1/4. And I used this round dome shape to cut out the center. And then I also die cut ahead of time some of these detailed die cuts, the branch, the leaves, the little beehive, and some of the grass pieces. The other dies in this set die cut the stamped images. So we've got one for each of the animals, and I guess there's not one for the flowers, but that's such a great thing to add in the background. And we're going to use the little bees too. For the sentiment, I got out, this is from the set we just used, Garden Meadow. It says, I can't imagine having a better friend. So we're going to use that one. And then I have a few markers. So let's start with our stamping and our coloring. And this white piece is just a little bit smaller so that it could go underneath. And so I'm going to start by stamping the bear in the memento, and I'm going to color him in. I was going to color with the pecan pie, but gosh, I'm so worried about it being too dark. So I think I'm going to stick with the dark crumb cake. And oh, he's so cute. Oh my gosh. And then I'm going to add some bees. I don't want to get it on the, there we go. Oh. You know, while I've got the ink out, let's go ahead and do the sentiment. I'm going to do this down here, right underneath our little dome. I can't imagine having a better friend. Oh my gosh. Okay, who would you send this to? Do you have a sweet friend that would enjoy getting this card? Leave a comment and let me know. I just love this. I am using a regular marker, the Daffodil Delight, to color in the bees and to color in the honey. And I just chose that, a regular marker, because we actually don't have a Daffodil Delight Stampin' Blend. And so I just wanted to use the same color that I did for the beehive. I'm going to grab some Wink of Stella. I've been wanting to order a new one because mine is running low, but it's been out. So I'm waiting for it to come back. And I saw a trick. I should do this. I saw a trick where someone added a little bit of rubbing alcohol to the reservoir to kind of get all the extra little like bits of glitter paint that's stuck in there, because I don't think I'm getting anything out of here. Actually, this is the old one, that's why. Let's try the new one. It looks equally as dry. Oh, no, there's a little. I'm just going to do a little bit of sparkle on the wings. Oh, so fun. There's a little extra there. Okay, I'm going to skip right over that light. I'm going to skip right over the light Stampin' Blend of the crumb cake, because it just didn't seem like it was too light, is what I'm trying to say. Maybe I will add some light pecan pie for some shading. I'm so bad at seeing your comments while I'm talking, so I do apologize. Especially while I'm coloring, because I'm looking I'm looking down. Tell me in the comments, what are your favorite tools to color with? Do you like the Stampin' Blends? Do you prefer the watercolor pencils or a paintbrush? I'm going back over in the same, with the same color and just adding another layer in some of those spots. And I'm gonna try, maybe the brush tip will be better here. Oh, this paws are so cute. What color should our jar be? When I looked at the Stampin' Up sample, the jar actually looked white to me. Maybe it had a little gray on it. Angela, great question. She says she's new at stamping. How long can you leave the ink on the stamps? So I use my Stampin' Chamois to wash them. And I usually just wait and do it at the end of the video, but you can get this wet. Mine's kind of drying out a little bit, so I need to get it wet again. But I use the Stampin' Chamois, and when it's wet, you can just wipe or clean those stamps right off. So sometimes when I'm doing my video, I don't clean like throughout, but when I'm done with the video, I clean and I put all my stamps away. So if you're stamping, especially the regular Stampin' Up ink, like the water-based ink, it won't hurt the stamps to keep, you know, to be on there. I would definitely clean them, you know, when you're done stamping and put them away. You don't necessarily want to leave them out overnight with the ink on it, but the ink, it won't hurt to have the ink on it. More so with the photopolymer stamps, you want to get them put away because they are light sensitive. And so if you keep them out, you know, all day or 4 days, you know, then sometimes that can affect your, the photopolymer stamp. So definitely you want to keep those cleaned up and put away when you're done. Okay. Oh, yes, I agree, Maria. Coloring is definitely therapeutic. Not necessarily when you're on camera, though. I always feel rushed when I'm on camera, and it doesn't feel so relaxing. Yes, Jennifer, the alcohol ink pens, those are great. So the Stampin' Blends are alcohol markers. I know there are other brands and other alcohol markers out there too, but I just love the way that they blend. I think they blend really, really well. Yes. Oh, I'm looking at all your friends who would enjoy this card. Well, the other one. This one? No, this one. This is the one we were talking about. Oh, Gamasol. I have not thought about Gamasol in so long. Linda says pencils and Gamasol, which you use to like blend, right? Blend the pencils. Oh, that is so perfect. Of course, Sharon. Yes, I will make the jar blue and then it will coordinate with the card. So let's get out our pool party. Stampin' Blends. I've got light and dark. And, oh, okay. Did I get new ones? Nope, this is not one of the colors I got new ones. I thought I did. Let's see. This is dark, light. That's dark. What is that? Balmy blue. Okay, I gotta add this to my next order. So what happened is the tip came out, so I'm going to just shove that back in. And we'll see. Actually, I'm going to use the other end. That's not normal. Just a heads up. Yeah, it's definitely time to replace my pool party. Yeah, I think what happened is the barrel has cracked. And so that probably is what is making it so dry. So I am going to, that was terrible. Hopefully my darker one will be better. I didn't want to necessarily have it so dark, but that's what the lightener is for. This is a color lifter, and so I'm going to use the color lifter to lighten up my the center of my jar. So it kind of just takes a little while, and then I don't really know how it works, but it blends out that color. So I guess it's just like just plain alcohol, and it just adds enough of it to loosen up that color a little bit. Gosh, our bear is so cute, isn't it? I just love this. Oh my gosh. Okay, so my bear kind of looks like he's floating, but that is why I've got these little pieces die cut. So I'm going to add a little line of glue right underneath the dome. And then I have got 3 of these die cuts with the grass. I thought I had 3. Oh, the other one's right here. I'm going to add those so that they're sticking out like just a little bit of grass. And that one's going to go in the middle and have a little bit of an overlap. Okay, I'm going to give that just a second to dry while I am adding this one to the card base with regular adhesive. Right in the center, we're going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals. To add the frame. Oh, this would be so perfect for a baby card. I love that idea, Kathy. I think that's what you were saying. Okay. Da-da-da-da. Okay. Ah! We're going to add this to the card and center it. Oh my gosh, it's so cute, but we're not done. We are going to add our branch with our beehive, and it's kind of just a fun embellishment to add to the top of the card. So we're going to start first with a little bit of black inside our beehive. There's like a little hole. You can see we have the detail that's part of the die that creates the indentation. Okay, so we're going to do some liquid glue to add our pieces here. Whoa, that was a big bubble. And I know some people like to use the silicone mat, but I often just grab out my Stampin' Dimensionals that have a big space like this, because any of the extra glue will just dry on my sheet and I won't need to worry about my work surface. Okay, we got our branch there, and then this is going to go, oh, we're going to end up covering up some of our bees. We'll go up a little higher. Okay. So cute. We'll add our leaves next, and there's kind of some detail on the leaves as well, like embossed lines. And so I want to make sure that I put adhesive on the other side. Thank goodness this adhesive dries clear. because if you're a little bit messy with it, it's okay. You don't need a lot, just a little, but it comes out fast, so it's tricky sometimes to get just a little. Oh my gosh, I usually don't use these little die cuts because they're so fussy. I'm gonna move this one over here. Oh my gosh. And the other big one's gonna go there. Oh, it's so cute. I love it so much. All right, this is my first of, I'm sure will be many cards with the Fluffiest Friends. I hope that you think he's just as cute as I do. Which one of these friends, fluffy friends, do you think is the cutest? Which one would you be? Which would be the first one that you would use if you got the Fluffiest Friends stamp set? So you'll help me decide which one to use next. I'm kind of loving the little bird. I think he's really cute in the nest, but I don't know. I do love them all, like the little hamster and the the bunny rabbit. They're all just so cute. So leave a comment. Let me know. I'm seeing a lot of bears and cats. Joanne says bunny. Jaylene says bunny too. Oh my gosh, they're just so cute. I'm going to have some fun. I told the girls about this stamp set, and so they said that they would sit and color with me. So they are the expert colors. They do so well. And so I'm excited to have them help me color some images, and then I can make some cards with the images that they color. So stay tuned. There's more to come with the Fluffiest Friends. Okay, so I promised you online exclusives tonight. And so we have used the Garden Meadow and the designer paper, and then we also used the Fluffiest Friends, and we even used the glitter paper. So we've used everything that is new from the online exclusives that is coming soon. And so I thought for our third card, we would use the Trucking Along stamp set because the punch came back in. Yay! Now, this was an online exclusive that came out in July. So again, you're not going to see it in any of the catalogs, but it is in the online exclusive section of the online store. You got to make sure that you check that out. On the menu now, there's a new icon that says online exclusives. And so last month, Stampin' Up! Added a bunch of the special release designer paper. And next month, we'll have the things that I just showed you, the Fluffiest Friends and the Garden Meadow and all of that stuff. But the Trucking Along bundle is there right now. You can get just the stamp set alone. You can get the punch alone. And so I wanted to make a Christmas card with this stamp set. The last time I used it, I made a fall card using the sunflowers. I love that this punch or this stamp has some different things that go in the back of the truck. You can have a Christmas tree, you can have palm trees and the surfboard and the beach ball, although I'm trying to figure out why you would put a palm tree inside the truck. Like, I get that it's the beach, but I just don't understand why the palm tree is in the truck. We also have some presents, and that one's for the sunflowers. No, that one's buckets, garden, so different flowers. And then a tree for the background, a bench for the background. There's the sunflowers right there. Yes, there are still paper catalogs, Angela. We have an annual catalog that comes out every May, and then 2 mini catalogs. So we just had a new mini catalog that came out in September, the September through December mini catalog. But then in addition to those mini catalogs, Stampin' Up! Also is releasing some new product in between mini catalogs. So we have new product being released from Stampin' Up! every other month, which is so exciting. So in the new year, in 2024, I think we're going to see the mini catalogs get a little bit smaller and more items be featured in the online exclusives. And so I think it's kind of fun to have it spread out and to have new stuff more often. So I'm really excited about that. All right, Cecilia, yes, I know the punch was sold out for a long time, but it is back. And so if you have just the stamp set, it's time to get the punch. You can get it separately. Of course, when you buy them together, you save 10%. So that's the best way to get it. I guess, Janice, if you live in a tropical area and don't have fir trees, but I don't think you cut down a palm tree and take it with you the same way that you do a fir tree for Christmas, right? I don't know. Maybe I don't live near a beach like that, so maybe there's like something I don't know about. Taking home a palm tree from the beach. Well, we're going to do the tree today. We're going to make a Christmas card. And I brought in some of this Joy of Christmas designer paper. This is from the mini catalog. And I thought it was so beautiful. And the gingham reminded me of the truck. I was thinking about this stamp set when the punch came back in, and it reminded me of the truck that you see in the Hallmark movies, right? Do you guys watch Hallmark Christmas movies? This is totally like, right, the iconic little truck. So we're going to do a red truck for Christmas, thinking about those Hallmark movies, and we're going to put our Christmas tree in the back, and we've got our gorgeous Joy of Christmas. So this is one that I think was out of stock for a little while, and it's back. And so you want to make sure that you get your Joy of Christmas paper if you've been waiting on this one. It is so beautiful for creating Christmas cards. This is a two-step stamp. So there's like the outline, and then there is the solid to go underneath it. I don't really know what I'm doing. I decided to pull out a back pocket card layout because I just love doing that. And I've been getting so many questions about the back pocket layouts. I think that I'm going to have a collection that I will have available in December, so watch for that. And I'm going to make some changes for the kits. But right now, the only way to get them is to place an order. Or if you're a team member, then I will automatically send you the back pocket card layouts every quarter when you meet your quarterly minimum. So that's a fun little perk of being on my team. I love sharing that with them, and it's such an awesome tool. So what it is, there's a card layout with measurements, and then the back side has the card samples using the same layout. And so it's just so handy. I call it the back pocket card layouts because these are the layouts that I kind of put in my back pocket when I'm needing some inspiration and I'm not sure where to go. So I have found over the years that I have really enjoyed kind of leaning on some go-to layouts that I have found that work for me all the time. So I'm cutting the designer paper to 2 by 5 inches, and then this other one's going to be 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. Such Christmassy colors. I think we need a little green in here, and so I'm going to bring in some garden green. And that is going to be 1 1/4 by 4 1/4. Oh, I think this is coming together well. All right, I need some ink and some paper to stamp on. I also think I need a circle. So let's do a 2 3/8 inch circle. This is the largest circle punch. And I think that's an online exclusive too. No. The 2 3/8 inch is bundled with the circle sayings. So that's where you can find that one. I'm going to use the Memento Black ink to do the outline of the truck. And then we're going to stamp What are we going to stamp? We're going to stamp the wheels in gray. And should we do the truck in real red or cherry cobbler? Real red is the lighter red, so I'm kind of leaning towards real red because I'm worried that the cherry cobbler will drown out the details of the truck. So let's try that one. Do you drive a truck, or do you have a family member that drives a truck? And if so, what color is the truck? I always think of red trucks. It's sort of like the classic. Whoa, my stamp got a lot of metal detail. Let's try that again. I'm gonna try not to stamp so hard this time. I think I was inking a lot because I was worried it wasn't catching. So I have a light touch. There, that is so much better. All right, let's do our wheels. Oh my gosh, Julie, close that ink pad. Just asking for trouble. Okay, gosh, you can't hardly see those. I'm gonna use a darker gray. Let's try the basic gray. That's better. Okay, we're ready for some punching. Now this is a builder punch, and so we do have the solid truck, and then we have some pieces like the wheel and the fender and the, no, that's the fender. That's all the pieces. And so if you wanted to just do punch art without the stamp set, you could just punch the pieces for the truck. But I'm just going to punch the truck by itself, and then I'm going to add the tree. And so for the tree, I'm going to use green, of course. I'm going to do garden green for the outline, and then you know what, I was gonna do old olive, but I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna stamp off, so this is full strength, and then I'm gonna stamp again without re-inking to get that one. And I think I kind of like that because the light, or the green here, has some light and some dark, so I'm just gonna leave it like that. So I'm gonna use the scissors to cut out the tree because we don't have a punch for that, but it's pretty easy. I want to leave a little bit of kind of like a tab, I guess, at the bottom to tuck underneath the truck. So just kind of keep that in mind if you are cutting out the thing that's going in the truck. Alternatively, I could stamp this on the circle and just pop the truck over it. But I think I'm going to add dimensionals under the tree as well. All the paper on the floor. Always have. I'm glad that you have very few incidents. I like that word, Catherine. I don't know. I'm always getting messy despite my efforts. And I think cat helpers can be tricky. Definitely to stamp with. All right, this card is coming together. I'm really kind of loving this. We have a sentiment here that says, wishing you a festive Christmas, and that's what I'm going to use on this card. And it's not going to fit on our circle, but I'm going to add a piece of, I'm actually thinking crumb cake, and we can take a little vote on this and see what we think. Sorry, I was rummaging. Okay, a crumb cake greeting, like across the circle, or a white greeting. So the crumb cake would be separated from the crumb cake base because we have the designer paper in there. But it is a lot of crumb cake, so you can, I'll stamp them both and we can have a little vote. I'm going to go with a 5/8 inch strip, which I think will accommodate our greeting. And we'll do this in black. Our circle is white, and so I think that's why I'm wondering if we want to do something different. Okay. Nothing's glued down yet. That's how I roll. So we've got wishing you a festive Christmas, or this one I did make a little longer. And I don't know, maybe it needs to be off center of the circle a little bit. Janice says crumb cake. Cecilia, Fonda, Catherine, Sherry. Okay, you guys are all saying crumb cake. Good, we're on the same page. Susan says white. Let's see. But put a border with crumb cake. Oh, like layer the two. I think I'm gonna go with the crumb cake. There's something about the layout. Oh, with the marker. I see what you're saying. Yes, we'll add some bling, Margot. There's something about the layout that I'm just like, I'm struggling with a little bit. So I'm gonna take some creative license and play around and see. Do we just need a bigger piece of the design? No, that's too much, huh? You know what? I am wondering if we even want this. Is this too busy? Do we want to just stick with just the, here's what I'm thinking. Too many rectangles. I think you're not caught up with me yet. Let's see. What if we did a circle? I'm sorry, a square. 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. And we had our tree and our truck. And then what if we did the sentiments, just stamped it on the card instead? This is what happens when I don't have a solid plan. Oh, I like that, Sharon. Maybe try landscape. Oh. Sometimes. Sometimes I just overcomplicate it, don't you think? Sometimes, Julie, you just make things too crazy. Farm Fresh. What else do we have in here? Special delivery. I'm going to try something really quick. Because I think it is the words. I think it's the words I'm struggling with. So what if we use different words like special delivery? Yeah, I think I like that. What do you think? Move it up a little. Let's glue things down and we'll see how it turns out. This paper is so gorgeous. If you don't have this one yet, it's called Joy of Christmas from the mini catalog. And I just think it's so fun in the traditional colors and patterns. I'll put the measurements for this card in the video description, so if you don't have the back pocket layout, no worries. Was that supposed to be underneath? That's right, we can always pull it back up. Oh, there we go. Make sure it's straight. This is going to go on with Stampin' Dimensionals. And the truck will also go on with Stampin' Dimensionals. Tell me, what kind of bling would you use on a card like this? I'm never sure when it comes to stuff like this. Rustic metallic dots. That's kind of what I was thinking. Whoops, is this not? Why did that come up? Stay. Oh my gosh, I love this. I love it, I love it, I love it. That worked so nicely. Let's see what we have in our bling box. I keep my bling in a box, don't you? It's like a little shoebox and it's so perfect. I've got blooming pearls. Oh my gosh, snowflakes. Oh, what do you think about snowflakes? I kind of love that. Snowflakes, and someone said the rustic metallic dots. That's a good idea. This one might be good. The sequins. I don't know. I really think I might do the snowflakes. The festive red and green. I think they're called festive. Pearls. That would be a good choice too. There's gold and white, and then like a soft green and red. Sherry says no to the snowflakes, but snowflakes are Christmassy. The classic matte dots are a good option. There is black. I kind of like black, but the rustic metallic dots are sort of the same thing. I'm still leaning that way. What's everybody saying? Basic rhinestones, that would be a good choice. The smaller snowflakes, rhinestones, and colored with green blends. The metal dots on the hubs. Oh, that's smart. Except mine are gray, so we could use like the gray dots. If you add the bling to the truck there, like, would you put it anywhere else if we did it there? That might be too much to have them on the truck and elsewhere, though I do like them. You know what, Catherine? I don't know where this card's going to go yet. But that's a good point, right? Like sometimes if we're making cards for guys, maybe we don't want to have too much bling on it. And so that can definitely be a consideration. I'm going to use, I know we got a no to the snowflake, but let me just show you. Look at how fun that could be. Like, I just think I'm gonna like lightly place them. I think I think that the crumb cake with the snowflake, I think it's kind of fun. Okay, quick vote on the snowflakes. I didn't push them down hard so I can lift them back up. Is it just too busy? Because I do feel like it could be too busy with the snowflakes. The other option is, Sherry, yes. I always say that when you make it, you can do it however you want. I worry that the snowflakes are too busy though with the greenery. I'm gonna, like I said, I didn't push really hard. I just sort of set them there. Oh, you guys do like the snowflakes though. Now all your comments are coming in. Oh, there's a little bit of a delay. And so by the time oh my gosh, okay, they're all coming in now. You all like it. And that was, I took it off before all those comments came in. So the other option that I was thinking, and I do kind of love, is these rustic dots. I do think that they are a nice option for the truck, kind of understated, just like a little bit of contrast. I never know where to put that third one. It drives me crazy. The other option is just like on either side like that. Sort of like little grommets. It totally changes the look of the card though, right? Yeah, I think you're right, Tony. The rustic dots always go with the truck. I just can't decide what to do with them though. I know. 3. Okay, where do you put the third one though? Like, I like these two like that, or we could do like this and the third one up there, up here. Why is it so hard? Oh my gosh. Three in a row on the left, down by the right tire. Alita says, put them on the tire. Three in a row on the left would look like that. I've done so many options. I'm not even sure which ones you guys are reacting to anymore. I think we decided the snowflakes were too busy, although you guys liked it. And I love the snowflakes on the crumb cake, but it's just too much, I think, with this pattern going on. Top right. Oh, I see. Okay. 3 in a row, top right. So many different design elements, different ways that you can finish off the card. One right side under the truck. Oh, I hope this is helpful for you to see all the different places that it would look and how you like them in each of the places, right? When you're making your own cards, do you do that? Do you kind of like play around and put them in different positions? I'm sure that you struggle the same way that I do. The possibilities are truly endless, aren't they? I don't know. I think I'm going to leave it like this. And I'm sure that you saw options along the way that you loved. And so when you make your card at home, you can try one of those other options. Because there really isn't a wrong answer, right? When you're making cards, there's not a wrong answer at all. And whoever gets this card, whoever I send it to, they're not going to have any idea that I tried 800 other locations for the dots. They will never know all the places that those dots sat on. Oh my gosh, this is the Trucking Along. I'm going to bring it back out here. The Trucking Along stamp set with the coordinating punch. And gosh, it is just so cute. I hope that you will think about this one. Like I said, it's in the online exclusives. You can get it right now. And the other ones that I showed today, the other online exclusives, the Fluffiest Friends, the Garden Meadow, those are all coming soon. I'm going to put the item numbers for all of them in the video description so you can check it out. And whether you're making your list out for next month or whether you're a demonstrator and getting them now, you'll have that information handy for you. So check that out. I'll update it when we're all done here. And if you're not a demonstrator yet and you're thinking about it, you can get all of the products that I showed you today, all of them, in your starter kit. So make sure you check out that special. During the month of October, you can save 35% on the cost of the starter kit, or get 35% more product in your starter kit. Such an amazing deal. Oh my gosh. Seriously, don't pass this one up. If you've been thinking about being a demonstrator, this is the time. Check out all the information in the video description. Reach out to me if you have any questions. Before I let you go tonight, first of all, please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the project ideas that I shared tonight. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out. I'm trying to cook up something for World Card Making Day, and I'm really excited about that coming up on Saturday. But before I let you go tonight, I have some mail call that I want to share with you. I haven't done this in a couple weeks, and so I just wanted to share some fun things that I've received from many of you and show those to you before we go. So first up, I have this fun little treat box from Eva White. She used the little monkey and the masterfully made designer paper, and so clever. Look what she included inside this little treat pouch. I just love this, Eva. She gave me some banana Laffy Taffy. I just thought that was so clever and so perfect with the little monkeys. I just love that. So there's just a couple in there. It's so perfect and so cute. Eva, thank you so much for bringing me this little tree. I absolutely love it. It's been sitting on the counter and just making me smile every time that I see it. And I've been waiting to eat the candy until I could show it. So now I can eat. Now I can eat the banana Laffy Taffy. Our next one is a gift I received from Alita Williams. Oh my gosh, I love this. You know, I saw your card, Alita, and I was like, oh, we used to have a stamp like that. Duh, it is the stamp. Alita used the stamp to make this card. The world needs more love notes. I just love that. Stamped simply on one of our cards and envelopes, the memories and more. I think it was the Abstract Beauty. And how gorgeous is this towel? Oh my gosh, this little dish towel for the fall is so beautiful, and I cannot wait to make a card inspired by the colors in this towel. I was going to do it tonight, but it didn't fit with the online exclusive theme of this video, so we'll do this maybe next week. We'll do a card inspired by these colors, but aren't they gorgeous? I feel like we've got some copper clay and some Cajun craze, some kind of crushed curry, but it's really like more mustard, balmy blue, and night of navy. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. So Alita, thank you so much for that special gift. It was such a fun surprise in the mail. I've also gotten some beautiful cards in the mail. This first one is from Cecilia Jerry. Oh my gosh, do you guys recognize this? She used the paper pumpkin, and I just realized she was inspired by the same back pocket card layout as we used tonight for our special delivery card. So she used the paper pumpkin die cut pieces and cut apart the envelope and the cards to create her card. It is gorgeous, Cecilia. I just love it so much. Thank you. I was playing with that kit the other day, and I think I need a refill. The next card is from Pat Stewart. Oh, I love this with the Inked Botanicals designer paper, and Pat included some extra little stuff in the card for me. Pat, thank you so much. You are just such a sweetie. This is the Inked and Tiled punch pack, which has 2 different shapes. This is one of those shapes, and it coordinates with the stamp set that's in that suite in the annual catalog. Our next card is from Tony Shaw. Oh my gosh, this was my first anniversary card of the year. Thank you, Tony. This is for our wedding anniversary. My husband and I are celebrating 23 years of marriage on Saturday. We are so blessed with the life we have together. So thank you so much, Tony, for your beautiful card and for celebrating us. It was so fun to get that in the mail. The next card is from Linda Adams. Oh, Linda, I love this. This is similar to the card that she shared for the Great Big Card Swap, and she sent an extra one for me. This technique is so fun with stamping and then cutting with the die. So two circle dies to create the frame, and then you kind of punch that out. What's the name of this technique? Eclipse. The eclipse technique. Really just beautiful. The other card for the card swap used the trees from Campology. Really beautiful. I love this one. This is, I think she put a note in there, Reflected in Nature. That's right. It's that stamp set. So gorgeous. And then these are all duplicates from the Great Big Card Swap. This one's from Rose Carey, and she included these ghosts in there as kind of an optional thing that you could put on the card if you wanted to or not. But oh my gosh, I just thought they were so cute. I love the sponging in the background with this tree die, the aspen trees, and the inside. I think that's just so cute, the way she stamped that with the pick-a-patch. Rose, thank you for the extra card that you sent for me. I also got extra cards from Wanda McIntyre. Check out this fun fold card. Oh my gosh, I love that with the All About Autumn designer paper and the little die cut. I was just editing photos, and the card that I made similar to this is going to be on the blog in the morning. So you can check out all the details in the video to learn how to make this this fun fold card. It'll be at juliedavison.com, and you can find the details for my version of this card in the morning. Our next card is from Marie Ferrito. Oh my gosh, so gorgeous with the alcohol ink technique here, the gold leaf die cut and the stitched greenery die for the background. Just absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I love this from Mesa Sama, using the hybrid ringed with nature, Wings of Love. Hybrid embossing folder, so you can die cut and emboss at the same time. It is gorgeous. Paired here with the designer paper, ringed with nature. I love how she used the whole sheet and then kind of folded it over and used one of the basic border dies to die cut the border. Such a great card. The next one comes from Molly Joubert. This is so cool. I love this stamp set too. Using different strips of designer paper. These are in colors: Wild Wheat, Copper Clay, Boho Blue, Pebbled Path, and then stamped with Pebbled Path on top. This is such a fun stamp set, and I love how she used staples for embellishments here. I think that is just so fun mixed in there with the pearls. And our last double card from the Great Big Card Swap is from April Booth. I love that with the merriest trees. I just got this bundle. I thought I ordered it, and what I ordered was rustic crate on accident, a double time. So I've got the Merriest Trees now. It just arrived in my order today, and I'm so excited to play with that one. So thank you for the inspiration, April. Thank you to everyone who sent cards and fun stuff for me. I feel so spoiled. I know how good it feels to get handmade cards in the mail, and so I hope that you are working on sending lots of handmade happy mail to your friends and family this week. Thanks again for tuning in to tonight's video. Let me know which card you liked best. Leave a comment and make sure that you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed the projects that I shared. Have a great night, and I will see you again very soon with another paper crafting video. Bye.